Welcome back. I didn't plan on doing another auction video, but a really interesting Porsche 928 GT has come up in auction. I think we should have a look. Unfortunately, the auction ends in 2 days. It's going to be a pretty quick turnaround, but let's dive in and have a look. So this car is offered on the Hampsons auction. I've not actually looked at them before. It says it's up in Cheshire. It's a 1991 Porsche 928 GT, offered with no reserve. This one is a rare manual version. They're all manuals, I'll just point out. Any Porsche GT is a manual. H registration, MOT until February 26, 181,000 miles. So quite some mileage, big engine. They're okay for it, but it's a lot of miles, isn't it? Offered in slate grey, really nice actually, isn't it? Really nice colour. Like that a lot. I think it really presents well. I think I will whip through a few of the photos. First thing I see here is that its front spoiler is starting to drop off. That is lazy, isn't it? It's just the mountings have gone. Cracked front light there. Tatty alloys. Something weird there. A little mark on the side. Yeah, it's not too bad. Nothing crazy. Again, you can see this. This just needs some of those retaining screws put back in. It's a shame because I paid £500 for my front spoiler on my GT then, and that was considered cheap. Bonnet slightly misaligned. I'm a pro at aligning bonnets, as you know now. Okay. Just trying to rattle through the pictures a bit quicker this time. I don't want to labour the points. I had a very quick look through earlier. It's quite a nice, tidy car, apart from it has the age-related problems, and it's sort of not been looked after. I would say this has been hit up the bum. There's crack here, crack here, crack here, and this to me looks like it's been bulged out, this rear arch. Something dodgy going here as well. So I think we'll actually go back one and just look at that. Yeah, that's definitely pushed forwards. This should be a bit straighter here. I think I've actually got another 928 in a browser we could very quickly look at. Let's have a look. If the image is low quick enough for us. Side shot. You can see the shape there is it should come down, actually bends towards the back of the car a bit. This bends in, so it's definitely been shunted up the bum, I would say. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Okay. That was that one, same story. This one, same. What I noticed on this one I looked earlier is that the metal trim has started to come out, and I would place money that there was rust here, just starting. I can't see any marks on the actual on the paintwork, but there is no smoke without fire. Is that right? Yeah, no smoke without fire. Rear hatch isn't shut very well either, or it isn't shut. Might not actually be shut. Let's not crucify him on that yet. Same problem here. This rear arch has been bumped in a bit. Paint looks a bit crap there, isn't it? Okay. Fine. What I wanted to do, I was really like to see down the sills. A bit dodgy along the top. These have this plastic stuck on. And that can help hide all host of problems. Rust and God knows what's sitting underneath that. Yep. There's that chip in the plastic there. You can pick these up, they're not expensive, so that's fine. A bit more detail of this rear shunt. I bet if you zoomed in close enough, you'd see some damage to the paint here. Would be my guess. Doesn't look as bad actually now I look at it here, but it definitely has come in a bit. Maybe definitely is the wrong word. I think it has. Wheels look like crap. All of them are suffering. Broken headlight there, a few £100 definitely. Yep. Yep. So the seat here has started to go. This is a Porsche steering wheel, and I don't know a lot about that. Leave me a comment if you know about the steering wheel. I don't know what that is. It is Porsche, so it has got Porsche written on it. It looks like we've ripped on the gearbox gaiter and it's sort of come unstuck. Probably not a major problem, is it? They're a little bit tatty on the seats. Not horrific, not as bad as my one. Is that my GT? No, my GT is not bad actually. It's my 79 has got a lot of wear there. I have to do a bit of repair. 180 or 1,000 miles, as we know. I don't think there's any horrors to pick out in that photo. There we are, all good. This seat's taken a bit of a hammering as well. Yeah, and this gator, look at that. That really is like crap, isn't it? And dashboard's got one. There's no cracks on the dashboard. It's got this really weird, probably where a telephone was, one of those telephone holders was stuck. Top of the boot release missing. That's a pain in the butt. I want one of those if anyone's got one. Very tricky to get hold of on their own. Nothing too exciting. I wanted to check down there for a bit of rust. I don't think it looks too bad, does it? So that's okay. Yep. A gear stick, finally in worse condition than mine. Maybe it isn't actually, but it's still pretty crap. That's a one-way ticket, that one, that it needs replacing. Yep, okay, engine-wise, like I said last time, I'm not an expert on the engines despite rebuilding one. The intake and rocket covers look surprisingly good, so they've been resprayed in its lifetime, probably not that long ago in fairness. So they look quite good. Be nice to know when the cam belt was last changed. There's always the problem with these 928s. The ticking time bomb is the cam belt. I'm just looking for any front damage at the moment. All of this is so complicated, it gets out of alignment. This looks good. It's good that they've got the little strips on the either side of the wing as well. Just shows it's original. Yeah, it looks pretty okay. It's not the front. We've seen that. And then we're into the paperwork. Okay, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Stamped up quite nicely. 2,000, 18,000, 36,000. Oh, sorry, I just cut across, didn't I? That's fine, that goes across the page. No problem. Stamped out quite neatly. Oh, okay, so that's all we get. Oh no, there are some there. They're not showing us though, there's no photo of those. So I can see 61,000 miles. These are, looking at the bodywork, so I'm not worried about that. Yep. Oh, and we're round. Okay, nice to, not a lot of photos, I guess. Then, now let's see what it says. So, like we said, slate grey metallic, contrasting two-tone leather interior. The vendor informs us the car is accompanied with an extensive history file, including its original driver's manual, grey, stamp maintenance book, large quantity of invoices and MOT certificates. Early servicing is well represented with multiple Porsche main dealer stamps. Okay, good. Car is an honest and usable GT. That means it's not pristine. Age-related wear, consistent with the mileage. Most notably the driver's seat bolster, which we saw, and the carpets. Carpets looked all right to me, but they had some over mats, so you can't really tell. Camera retains its usual trim, whatever. Yep. All stuff about the sport, the GT, what it has. Again, about the history file, all the MOTs. Great. GT was produced in notably limited numbers. You're right, 226 came into the UK, so 226 right-hand drive cars. Actually, that's probably worldwide. I'm not 100% sure exactly how many came in the UK, but they're pretty rare. And only a fraction of these cars were built with a manual transmission. No, they all had manual. 226 GTs manual. Making them surviving examples such as this increasingly scarce. Celebrated as the most focused and engaging variant of the series, the GT offered sharpened dynamics, improved braking, and a more sporting character, whilst retaining the model's long-distance refinement. Very nice sentence. As a result, the manual GTs have become highly prized among Mark enthusiasts. Manual GT, one of the rarest, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's offered without, what's the word? Without reserve. Without reserve. So no one's put a price on it. We've got to guess the price of that. It ends on the 23rd of November at 12 o'clock. Now, I think that's a pretty decent car. It's scrappy, 181,000 miles, sure, but that'll just help bring the price down. And there's lots of things on that car that you could do yourself. You know, those wheels need redoing, that rear end needs sorting out. You'd have to look at what happened to the bodywork, but it might just be that it's sort of sagged in, and if you pull it back up, the wings will come back in. Front driver's light needs sorting out, let's just replace it, couple £100. Driver's bolster, no problem, carpets, I didn't see those. That gator on the gearbox, gear sticks, no problem at all. What else was there? You know, bonnet alignment, sure, nothing major, is it? Probably not bad, you know, you could whip around that lot pretty easily, pretty cheaply. Let's say it'll cost you 500 quid to get it back. Assume the bodywork's not shot at the back where it's been hit. So my guess, I think that is going to fetch about, I'm going to say £16,000. That's pretty bold. I reckon 16. The last one we saw fetched 13 and a half, but it had those weird wide arches. If you've not seen that video, hunt down my videos and you'll see the wide arch. I think it says super rare or hyper rare 928 GT. This one is in better condition. It hasn't got the complication of those weird arches. £16,000 is my bet. So come on, all play along. Leave a comment with your guess for what that's going to fetch in auction. I'm saying 16,000. Don't let that sway you. Could be more, could be less. Who knows? And let's just keep this going and see what I can find next time. Anyways, wrap up there. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.